Back to our top story, that leaked audio of Mark Zuckerberg from a company meeting that was obtained by The Verge news publication. During that employee gathering, the Facebook CEO is heard defending the company's controversial cryptocurrency, Libra.
The public things, I think, tend to be a little more dramatic, but a bigger part of it is private engagement with regulators around the world, and those, I think, often are more substantive and less dramatic, and those meetings aren't being played for the camera, but that's where a lot of the discussions and details get hashed out on things.
To discuss, I'd like to welcome Spencer Bogart, general partner at Blockchain Capital. So, Spencer, you heard there, of course, Zuckerberg defending Libra. Generally, around Libra and all these cryptocurrencies, what is the general tone when it comes to working with regulators right now?
Sure. Well, I mean, keep in mind, in the case of something like a Bitcoin, there is no one to go and work with a regulator, and that's part of the point here. And I think highlights some of the differences in design that something like a Libra has, where it has to kind of go and ask for permission. Now, do I think Libra could be a very interesting project? Absolutely. Do they have their work cut out for them as far as trying to kind of appease all the various regulators? Most definitely.
So your analysis, which struck me, said that it would actually increase dollarization.
Yeah.
Why?
Sure. Well, I mean, if you look at the underlying Libra basket, right, they've published like roughly what that would look like, and it's 50% USD. And if we think that a lot of the holders of this might be people outside the US, particularly potentially people, and again, the purpose here is to help unbanked populations, well, all of a sudden they would have an access to USD where they previously have not. So while many people in Congress, as you saw when David Marcus went and testified before Congress, many of the senators were concerned about whether this would lead to, whether it would infringe on the dollar's reserve currency status. And in fact, in the short to medium term, it would actually probably help cement that status.
And I think your takeaway, which seems smart, is that regardless of what happens with Libra, the general theme of this isn't going away, that there will be some sort of crypto or a coin or a currency that investors or people are looking to use instead of the dollar, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think in the case of Libra, right, it is still backed by all these fiat currencies, and I think we're going to see more efforts out there. So we see some of them from the large crypto exchanges like a Binance that has kind of a competing effort. And I think that we're going to see more, quote unquote, shots on goal here of people trying to roll out an effort like this, and maybe from someone a little bit less contentious than a Libra. But I still think Libra has a good chance of getting off the ground.